Welcome back, class 9 students. Okay, so yesterday I have given you one question, okay, as a homework, but you have not gave me the answers. Okay, so I'm set for that. Today you look at the video nicely. Okay, in the middle of the video I'll give you some questions. Okay, that questions you answer. You are telling that you are watching the video, then how? You cannot find out the answer questions. You find out the questions where it is, okay, and that questions answer you give me on WhatsApp. Okay, so I can see whether you are participating or not, whether you are actually looking or not. I can understand. Okay, so today chapter 2, part 4 it is meta and pure. I have discussed yesterday that there are different techniques to separate the components of a mixture. Okay, so we have discussed about evaporation. Today we'll discuss about centrifugations. So by the process of centrifugation we can separate cream from milk. Okay, cream from milk. So what is this centrifugation process means? The definition you look at first. It is a technique which involves the application of centrifugal force. Centrifugal force means the force which is applied in a center. Okay, force to separate particles from a solution according to their size, shape, density, viscosity of the medium, and rotary speed. Okay, this is the definition of centrifugation force. Actually, if you see in the simple way, if you see what is centrifugation force, the centrifugation force is the force applied when a thing is means at the center and the force is applied so that the other thing will not go away from the center. The force is toward the center of the applied to the center. For example, the sun pulls the earth. The earth is rotating around the sun, correct or not? So here also the centrifugal force is applied. So in case of centrifugal techniques to separate cream from milk, one rod means rod like, or it is bamboo is dipped in the milk and that is rotated. Okay, understood? When it is rotated, what happens? The heavier particles, okay, heavier particles, that is fat particles or heavier particles will go down of the solution. Okay, that is heavier particles is water. If you see water and cream, which one is heavier or dense, more dense? The water is more dense than the cream. Okay, and that's why when you rotate, then the heavier particles, that is water, okay, will remain on the bottom, and the lighter particle, that is cream, will be floating on the water, and that's how we can separate the cream from the milk by the using of centrifugation process. Okay. Okay, so next one technique, okay, is separating funnel. Separating funnel. So how can you separate two immiscible liquids? Immiscible liquids means the liquids which will not mix. For example, water and oil, they will not mix. Like kerosene and you can say kerosene and milk, for example, they will not mix. Okay, water and kerosene also will not mix. So those immiscible liquids, okay, mixture, okay, how can you separate? By using this separating funnel. How it looks? It is looking like this. This is a funnel shape. Okay, it is looking like this. Here is a knob, means a regulator is there. Okay, you can on off. You can make it on so that liquid will go flow, and if you are making off, then liquid will not flow. Okay, like this funnel can be used to separate immiscible liquid. Let us take an example. For example, a mixture of kerosene and water. So among kerosene and water, which one is more dense? The water is dense, kerosene is light. Okay, that means the water will stay at the bottom and kerosene will stay at the up. Yes or no? So if your mixer you are putting here, then you can see down will be water and up will be kerosene. And these two are not mixable. They do not mix with each other. Okay. Now how can you separate you just open it, okay, so that all the waters will come down and you can collect in a pot. Yes or no? All the water you can collect in a pot. Clear? So when this waters all goes, okay, up to here, you can understand that water is going, then you can close this uh, knob, okay, you close, then you take other pot, okay, other pot you can put, and then you can collect kerosene. Okay, understood? In this way, by using a separating funnel, you can separate two immiscible liquids. Okay, so I'd like to give one question to you. Okay, question number 1, it is, what is Tyndall effect? These definitions, okay, questions and answers, you give me one up. Okay, so next we'll go for sublimation process. The 4 number process is sublimation. So you know what is this sublimation means? The process of changing a solid into directly gas without changing into liquid, or gaseous to solid without changing into liquid. Okay, this process is called sublimation process. So by using this sublimation process, we can separate volatile substances from non-volatile substances. For example, ammonium chloride and salt mixture. Okay, so these two, ammonium chloride and salt, looks similar. Okay, now how can you separate? By using filtration process we cannot. Okay, by evaporation process also we cannot. Okay, so by using sublimation process we can separate ammonium chloride and salt. Okay, how it is possible, you see nicely. So in a like this beaker, in this beaker the mixture is taken. That means ammonium chloride, okay, and I written in abbreviation, ammonium chloride and salt mixture is taken. Okay, mixture is taken, then it is heated. Okay, when I give heat, among these two, ammonium chloride is volatile. Volatile means it will evaporate soon. Okay, and salt need more temperature to evaporate. Understand? So that's why ammonium chloride will evaporate. Okay, when it evaporates, for example, evaporating, this is a cork, and here, for example, a pipe you are implementing here. Okay, and here you putting ice or cooling for some substances you have put. Understood? Okay, so when it is heated, then ammonium chloride will evaporate. Okay, and here when comes, it become cool. Correct? So it will be, ammonium chloride will be changed into gaseous form, and then when it condenses, it will be directly converted into solid form. Okay, so here the ammonium chloride, because of the cool, it will be collected here. Understood? So in this way, ammonium chloride and the salt will be remain in the bottom of this container or beaker. Okay, and we can separate these two things by using the technique sublimation. Okay. Okay, next questions, homeworks I'll give you. Question number 2. Okay, and question number 3. 3 questions I'll give. Question number 2 is, how can you separate sand and salt? Other question is, what is centrifugation process? Okay, so total I have given you 3 questions. Okay, these 3 questions also you give me on the WhatsApp. Okay, I want to see whether you are looking at my videos and whether you are participating in our contests or not. Okay, this I have given these questions. So this much for today. Okay, tomorrow we'll go for the other parts of this chapter. Okay, and we'll try to complete the chapter tomorrow. Okay, so if you have any doubt, you ask me on the WhatsApp. Okay, I will give you answer. Okay, and thanks for watching this video. Thank you. Have a nice day.